Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Shu'ara, وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ Ibrahim. Tell them, Ya Muhammad, about the story of Abraham. Who's the Prophet ordered to tell? Us. Those who are willing to listen. Those who want to know about God. Those who want a higher purpose in life and want success. إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ. He began at a very young age asking his father and his people, why do you worship the things you worship? So you have to understand that Azar, Ibrahim's father, was the chief priest. He was the chief idol maker. He was the one everyone in his society turned to for answers about things they couldn't explain. Why did my son die? Why did this happen? Anyone who was sick would turn to his father. So Ibrahim, as a young boy, he was fata, not yet of age of maturity or puberty. He saw all of these things from his father. And his father began to train him in the family business. Hey son, you know, one day you're going to be the guy who does what I do. So one day his father takes him out to a quarry where they're going to find some new stone that they're going to chisel away and make an idol from it. So his father says to him, Ibrahim, pick up that rock and bring it with you. And there's two massive stones there. So Ibrahim asks his father, Ya abati, my dad, why this one and not that one? You know, as a young boy, he was intuitive. He had this inner dialogue. Something's not right. There's two rocks. You're a learned man, but explain to me, why did you choose this rock and not that rock? What made this one better, more worthy of worship, our future worship, than that one? قَالَ كَذَلِكَ وَجَدْنَا آبَاءَنَا. This is something my father taught me. As I'm teaching, you just pick up that rock, boy. Stop talking. Right? That's usually the kind of response you get. When there isn't an articulate, logical response, it's, hey, this is what we've always done. Pick up the rock, follow me, hop to it. Right? قَالُوا نَعْبُدُ أَصْنَامًا فَنَظَلُّ لَهَا عَاكِفِينَ. We've always been taught that these deities that we have, the things that we create with our own hands, that they are constantly in need of our attendance. And because we honor them, they become honored. Right? So it's self-driven. قَالَ هَلْ يَسْمَعُونَكُمْ. So later on he would prod his father, he'd prod others. So when I talk to this rock and not that rock, this one's going to hear me better than that one? هَلْ يَنْفَعُونَكُمْ أَوْ يَضُرُّونَ. If it can't hear me and you're not sure about this one or that one, which one will harm me more? Is this worse than that? قَالُوا بَلْ وَجَدْنَا آبَاءَنَا كَذَلِكَ يَفْعَلُونَ. Once again, they return and say, this is what we saw our fathers doing. قال أفرأيتم ما كنتم تعبدون أنتم وآباؤكم الأقدمون فإنهم عدو لي إلا رب العالمين. Those idols you have worshipped and you and your forefathers are my enemies, not so the Lord of the worlds. Now I want you to understand, when he says they are my enemies, means that they are not something that I will ever submit to. That's what it means. It's not something I will ever give my devotion to. I will always contest and debate with you why you preferred that rock over that rock.